Hello everybody, this is Hunter Black Luna, and welcome to Spacebase DF-9, which is the standard tagline everyone uses to describe this game is sort of like Dwarf Fortress in space. It's not there yet, but that's the ambition, and that's a pretty good goal to go for, I'm not gonna lie. So, quickly, this game, early alpha. It's not even in beta yet, it's on Steam pre-release. I saw Scott Manley's video on it, which led me to look to other videos, and eventually I'm like, I gotta get this. People have said it's not worth the price yet, but it's a fully functioning alpha, and I'd like to support the development of such a game, if I can, and show it off, because this looks just like a ton of fun. It's also very small file size-wise. It only took me a little bit to download, and I do not have the fastest internet ever. So you can see we have a big, great galaxy that we need to pick a place for our starbase. And there are various values. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. You want stellar density, warp gate proximity, and magnetic interference to be as high as possible, and the threat factor to be as low as possible. Well, sometimes. Honestly, the main determining factor for me is high stellar density. As a matter of fact, this spot looks like a really nice spot for a base. I'm only worried about the threat factor. I don't want nothing to... Yeah, I don't want nothing to swing by. I just want... That's so mainly you just literally scan across the screen. There's no way to search using parameters yet, unfortunately. So you literally just have to cast along until you find something that you find to be acceptable. And the main thing is stellar density is basically how much material there is to be mined. Oh, whoop. And if you click on a place, you get descriptions on what this is. Feel free to pause. But I mean, the only one that doesn't really explain itself, stellar density, more matter to build stuff. Magnetic interference, high interference means more derelict vessels will appear, and that can be good or it can be bad. I love the UI for this game. See right here, 2036 is like the ideal spot, but I kind of wonder if going on the ideal spot is even what we should really be doing. If I can get something with a threat factor of like semi-low and there we go. Stellar density is average. It's near a warp gate. Threat factor is semi-low, which means we will run into problems eventually. Magnetic interference is low. Dark zone, 2725. And as for what the game is and how it plays, I mainly plan to show that by doing it. I've never played it before, but I've seen some videos, which I'm pretty sure makes me an expert. You know what? This is probably as good as we're gonna get without spending 80 minutes just looking for this. So we are going to deploy our space base, everybody. And good luck to us. Another reminder, early alpha. The game is updated regularly with new features and fleshing out. It's got great ambitions, and it's functional now, so I mean, hey. And we have arrived. Okay, things to note at first. Like in Dwarf Fortress, you start with your stuff here, and your citizens. Our three citizens just kinda here, and there's all kinds of stuff. Even at this date, you can see everyone has different qualities about them. I'll click really fast on our three starting citizens here, just to let you have a look and check out, you know, what they're about. You can check it out, and they have personal logs, which is, I've seen it in other games before, but it's interesting in this case. Okay. So, this is the region of space that we are going to call home. Notice all the rocks. We need to mine the rocks to get materials to do stuff. We start with 2,000, which should be enough for a starting base. And as the tooltip says, we're out here in suits with no friggin' oxygen whatsoever. It looks like there's good matter in either direction, so I mean... let's make the base between these two bits. We might as well. The least amount of time... But I mean, as you can see, we've got plenty of Lebensraum here. Okay, so the first thing to do is assign all 3 of our crew to be builders, because there's nothing really else to do until we actually make the station. And now we're going to construct a room. And the first room we need to build is an airlock for our people to use. That sun is in a mildly annoying position. Okay, now room. Okay, now the size of the room, it depends, I suppose. I think what I'll do is... we'll do... let's see, by 3... if we do it by 3... no, let's just make it by 2. Okay, the airlock here... that'll be the size of our airlock, and we're going to put spacesuit lockers in here, and obviously this is how people transition from between inside the base to out of it. We confirm that that's the job we want to do, and then we'll build the base, this way, I suppose, yeah. Or we could build it that way. Either way, the airlock is nice and close to the minerals. And that's the first thing. We need an airlock. And let's go ahead and... make... doors. Airlock doors. I don't know if we can't place these until they're... whatever. Okay, that should... oh, hey, spacebar does unpause. Cool. Alright, now our citizens are all builders, and they have a job. So they will proceed to, you know, build things. Spacebase is like Spacebook. It's you know, it's their thoughts in general. Oh no, they're gonna wall themselves in. At this point, maybe that would be good. Anyhow. Right-click, drag to pan around the base. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the game can tell I'm a little new at this. So anyhow, most of the stuff that I'm going to be doing is demonstrate. Guess I should start introducing myself. I'm going to be with these people for a long time. This is my chance for a fresh start. Good work. Yep. No oxygen supply. Zone rooms as life support zones and place oxygen recyclers. To zone a room for a special function. Yep. So right now, we're going to click on this. This is an unzoned, empty room with no oxygen in it. We can see that via this. So what we're going to do is assign this as the airlock, and hope I haven't already messed up. Alright, that's assigned as the airlock now. Airlock E. There is no airlock A through. Okay, and now we can make doors. And we'll make a door here, and a door there. We'll confirm that, and we'll order spacesuit locker. We'll just roll with the one for... okay, flip object with F. We'll just roll with the one, although notice that I have cleverly left space for a ton of spacesuit lockers. We'll only need the one at first, because we only have the 3 people. We'll confirm that. Get them building on that. Then I think they'll be able to tank off to get new new oxygen tanks for their suit, I think. Once that's all built and whatnot. Okay, airlock is complete. Now we decide on the direction of our glorious base. It's gonna be this way. Alright. Now we make glorious people's hallway. Let's just make a simple entryway from which we can build various things off of it. Confirm that, and we'll just go step by step. Also, note... Also, yeah, you can only save and quit. You can't... It's like Dwarf Fortress. It's, you know, this is the place that you have decided to be. Alright, so I've zoned that as a new room to be constructed. Right now, we're just starting out, so we'll focus. Also note that when they do the purple thing, it means they're going beneath the level that the base is on, which is how they can reach stuff they normally wouldn't be able to, because, you know, 2D space. And since it's all doesn't have oxygen right now, it's slightly more convenient. Alright, how much oxygen we got? Still 6 minutes left. We are great. And notice, yes, you wouldn't think a zero-gravity spacesuit would chafe. And everybody has their own personal log, basically. And we're gonna have to keep regular tabs on that, because there is a lot of depth in this game, and a lot of it is to be found in the characters so far. Okay, so that's just a basic thing. And now, let's think. Let's zoom out a bit for the planning. Rooms. I kind of want the refinery, which is where we go to deposit ore, to be this way. Which means the first thing that we'll build is life support. And we'll want a life support room. And notice as you're building, the game will tell you when a room can support so many things. So the life support room should be like this to support 8 recyclers. Each oxygen recycler can support 3 people. It seems like that's a pretty big area, but no price is too high for oxygen, so there's that. So we'll confirm that as our next bit. Once we get an oxygen system set up, the immediate, oh god, we're going to die timer kind of loosens slightly. Alright, we'll confirm that. And as you can see, there's nothing really to be done except building, so you might as well have them all build. And it's a bit of good job training. Thank you. Decently huge room, but again, we have... Yeah, see? They might even be recharging their suits without me noticing. Although, maybe they're not. So yeah, you want to be snappy about this. You don't want to take your time. Did I mess something up? Because that sure looks like that's empty space. Now, is that a graphical error, or is that... Okay, yeah, it looks like that's a solid room. The game will probably tell me if there's a hole somewhere. Anyhow, oh, I should be using time acceleration, because really... It's just we're waiting until the life support area is complete. Yeah, we're gonna have time to do this. What could go wrong, guys? As soon as we get this finished... I love the aesthetic of this game, the feel, the themes. Just, this is another one of those games that I really want to like. And you might be asking, well, I mean, you were so mad at Sword of the Stars 2 for releasing in an unfinished state. What about this game? It's early alpha, but they're asking for like $20-something. Well, first of all, they admit completely that that's what they're doing. That's oxygen. Must be monitored by maintenance workers. And how? You'll want to assign somebody to maintenance as soon as you have machines to maintain. Okay, but this is honest about it, and there's honest potential. Oh, I thought he was doing something like exercising without a suit in open space, which is... we're gonna call that a bad thing, everybody. Okay, so, doors. This only needs to be a regular door. It doesn't need to be an airlock door every single time, unless it's an airlock. We're gonna confirm that, and we're gonna confirm that we want to build object, life support, 2 oxygen recyclers, and we'll just build them like this, just to support ourselves and new migrant waves, basically. There we go. So let's get started on that, because once we have oxygen, then everything else is looking good. Also, we can disassemble this for a little more matter in case it looks like we're getting low. We've already made a lot of the provisions that we need to make this a cool place. And everybody else is just kind of Wonder Games. Okay, door is complete. This room is assigned as a life support zone. They'll go in, uninstall the oxygen recyclers. When they do, we're in business. And just to speed things up a little bit, we're going to start on another room, which will be the refinery area, which we'll want near the airlock, and I'm going to try some things. And hopefully those things, like, work. Because what I want is a space big enough for 2 matter refineries in as little used space as possible. So, like, it looks like that is a decent... yeah, there we go. Alright. Yeah, let's get them on that. He says no oxygen supply. Oh, trust me, we're on it. Okay, oxygen supply is online. We are golden. And we'll be able to look at the oxygen display as the recyclers come online. And our base comes to life. And we'll build the refinery right after. And I have some interesting plans about building a separate airlock just for the refinery after the first couple loads of ore. You know, stuff like that. But for right now, we now have the O2 capacity. Yeah, there we go. It's basically a constant... the game reinforces the theme of constantly struggling to stay alive. But yes, we have oxygen now. We are officially sustaining our lives. Everybody's getting really good at building. Yeah. So far, this is just kind of standard startup, like, this is what you do. Also, I'm hoping everybody goes in to refill their oxygen automatically. That's what I sure hope, anyhow. Because we have all the necessaries, and I'd like to not have an embarrassing death, like literally first thing. Let's accelerate for a moment just to get... okay, also let's construct a door into the refinery area. Let's have a door there. Wait for them to finish those walls. And you can see they're using the airlock and they're actually cycling the oxygen, which reminds me a lot of Space Station 13 when the game actually tries to simulate that sort of thing. Alright, so that's our refinery facility. And we've got, you know, we're well on our way to sustainability, which is, you know, always the goal. Now I want 1 matter refinery right now. We'll do it. Put it back here. Yeah, we'll put it back there. We'll confirm that. Alrighty. You can see it's already filling full of oxygen. Dude! Yeah, run! Dude! Please don't die. Fortunately, the oxygen is coming online now. Yeah, see, they're fine. Eventually. Yeesh. Now we're going to immediately look for somebody to assign as a technician to start maintaining things, because I've seen what happens if people don't get on that early. And as for this, Alex, you are our new technician. He will automatically begin maintaining every machine in the base quickly as he can, and you know, they're just getting a little leisure time for the first time ever, now that they can. And let's mark this to be demolished to give us some more matter. And let's designate our first mining zone. Mine all dead. Yeah, no kidding, we're low on matter, that's why I'm doing this. It's right near us, which is good. So I designate that all to be mined. That will bring in an obscene amount of profits. Also, adding that door was a bad idea, because that person could have gotten themselves killed from that, and losing one of the starting colonists would really suck, because then I couldn't be able to assign somebody as a miner. Jolie, congratulations. Actually, you'll be useful otherwise. Yeah. There we go. We have a miner, a technician, and a builder, and they all have work to do now. And of course, right now they're chilling out, but I mean, they'll get to work, and now, like, we're alive, so that's good. And everybody's been given a job. They are expected to do. Incoming ship has been spotted in the distance already. Also, we should keep constructing outwards. Or as the case may be, just, you know, keep constructing in the base. 5 by 2. That doesn't look like 2. You could even do 5 by 1, I suppose. Saves us some matter, and it doesn't... Oh, let's build the hallway big, sure. Let's just expand a bit of hallway that way. Alright, now get to it. Now everybody has jobs to do. Jobs of some kind. Including somebody as a miner. There we go. Okay, the builder's going outwards. Oh, hey. We are from the 6th... da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Basically, these guys cruise by on a shuttle. They're looking for somewhere to stay. I could use the extra workers. We have the life support capacity for that. And somebody comes by. 2 new. I've only seen them do 1. But hey. Welcome aboard. Mr. Name I can't pronounce. And other person that I can't pronounce. Welcome to Spacebase DF-9. I think I want another one of you to be a technician, if you can. Alright, another 2-star technician, alright. We'll assign you as a technician, and you as a miner. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, welcome aboard. And I mean, right now people are chilling, but you know. Eventually things will actually get done, which is good. And look, the AI is like is pathing like decently. And our miners will mine stuff, bring it to the ore refinery. The builder's building. Now the tides have turned. Everybody's doing stuff. And that one airlock is already getting a little crowded, but... You can see they're observing proper safety procedures. Very nice, very nice. As a matter of fact, we should construct another oxygen recycler, like, now. Just, you don't want to run low on those. You just really don't. Alright, so we'll place it there, confirm it to be built. Our builder will get on that eventually after expanding this hallway. So we can expand into a new dormitory section if necessary. Because, I mean, people do like having, you know, beds and stuff. Now that we've got a mining operation, there we go, it's sealed up, and you can see it's already... Wow, that didn't take long to fill with air. So, object, doors, we'll do a door. We could do a double door. Is there any advantage to that whatsoever? Let's just do the door there, sure. Humming along so far. You can see, obviously, the airlock is the choke point, but that's kind of the deal. Yeah, our citizens are sleeping on the floor. That's the next thing is a dormitory section for everybody. Alright, third oxygen recycler is online. It's also good to have spares in case one of them breaks and fails and explodes. Which is, you know, it's been known to happen. Yeah, these are unzoned areas, which are basically, they're hallways. Yep, loitering, chillaxing, you know, stuff. And we should already start looking for... You know, we're gonna make the dorms near life support, because I just feel like that would be decent for morale purposes. Construct room. And then we'll start the dorms here. If we need to expand life support, we can just do it this way. That's kind of the idea here. Okay. Now we need... Now we can kind of cast around to see what would be most efficient in terms of dormitory areas. Because dorms need a lot of space, you know. This can do 9. This can do 8. This can do 12. And remember, not everyone sleeps at once, although they sleep in pretty similar schedules. I just looked at the matter cost. Let's bring it back down to reasonableness. Let's do... yeah, residentials. And of course we can do personal rooms too. But that is a lot more fuss and bother. Well, is it now? Okay, so the room needs to be 3x4 or 4x4. So if we started making residential rooms, let's try that. I've seen people do mass bulk rooms, so let's try something new for this one. Let's go back and try that again. Let's see how it works. I mean, everything else is designed so well, so why don't we have something that fucks up badly? Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, it's 3x3. Okay, 3x4. Build that. Obviously, we'll want the hallway expanded. At least to here, and... yeah, notice the FTL influence on the music. One space bed. Can we maybe do it in the other direction? Okay, residential zone, one space bed. Okay, that. And then we just, I'm guessing demolish gets rid of, because I don't want to build that. Oh, that's the erase command. There we go. Okay, we'll confirm that's to be built. And this time we'll be sort of careful about our oxygen. And let's try it like that, sure. Let's go for it, everybody. Let's be more. And of course everyone, like in Dwarf Fortress, will loiter, and I think it's time for a second spacesuit locker as well. I just think it is. Airlock spacesuit locker. They're not expensive either. So yeah, just place a second one there. whenever you can manage it. Although the person doing that will need to be suited, probably for safety reasons. Incoming ship spotted again, yeesh. We only have one builder expanding. I'm hoping our mechanics can keep things in good working order. They'll try, I suppose. Is that another ship spotted? A derelict. An unknown derelict. We got no clue what it is, but it's over there. That's actually kind of close. I don't think we can spare anyone quite yet. I don't want... That could be... Knowing this game, that could be quite risky. Yeah, mechanisms are in poor condition. Poor condition? What's in poor condition? Oh. Yeah, sometimes technicians fuck things up more than they fix it. They made me minor today. Whoop-de-doo. This is what no oxygen feels like. Oh, that's when she walked into the room that hadn't been filled with life support yet. Oh, well, it's good to see the new guys are taking it easy. The miners are bringing in tons and tons of materials. Whatever. Okay, our technicians are in the air supply room, so they're eventually going to get to maintaining the thing that lets us all breathe. So that'll be very good of them to do that. And of course, if we really need to, we can turn away migrants. Our miners are really bringing it down, though. They're really bringing in the good stuff. After this load, I think I might... I've got... I know... What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take one of the miners who just finishes a load at the refinery, and I'm gonna assign one of them to back to construction. He's not that great of a miner yet, but he's a pretty good builder, so I'll switch his job just to get stuff. I mean, we've got lots of matter going. Maybe he'll even install the new locker. Or he could just keep doing his job. Whatever. Come on, guys. Just fix. Okay, he made it better. Okay, our technicians are... Sometimes they make it worse, but they're generically getting better at doing this. And as long as we have one miner in, I'm not worried about our income of matter. Incoming ship has been spotted. That's nice. Machines into base. Oh, we'd like to come aboard your base now, please. An unmarked shuttle. That sounds awfully suspicious. Yeah, next time identify yourself. This is a hostile galaxy here. And we're doing semi-okay. You know, maybe turning away migrants is a bad idea. In fact, I'm open to the possibility that's a really bad idea. As soon as these places finish, they should get filled with life support, which will make it much safer to, you know, expand them and stuff. I want to go check out that derelict, but I just... Who can I spare? It's like Dwarf Fortress, we're always low on stuff. Did he remove his suit? You know what, dude? Whatever. Construct. Airlock doors. And the thing is, do we need so many doors around? I think this kind of compartmentalization is a good idea for when, you know, when bad things start to happen. I can't help but feel that it's a good idea. Okay, now are you guys gonna... No, they're gonna chill out. Well, you know, they just built that area, so, you know, if they want to enjoy it for a bit, you know. Fortunately, they don't need... Oh, no. Alright, hopefully now they'll go do their stuff. Yeah, it looks like they're doing things. Is somebody going to install that second locker? There we go. I think they did. No. Okay, also, we can get constructing on objects. Alright, we need to zone these. Residence. That's a bed people can use. It's not enough, but you know. I'm enjoying this so far, though, I gotta say. It's just me playing this game how I will. A lot of the stuff, not too hard to pick up on. You know, beds are good. That's the central theme here is beds are good. Let's... Sure, have a bed. And beds can only be put in the residential areas, because... Let's let that fill with oxygen, which it does rather quickly. Unzoned area, that's residential too. This is probably a lot more bother than just zoning a big dormitory, but I'm hoping the crew appreciates... Oh, come on. Yeah, the game didn't lie to me. There we go. That would have been unfortunate. Anyhow, that's residential area will make things a bit easier. Then I could probably even take the guy that I put on mining and just... There we go, beds. He immediately... Again, the dude decides he will happily enjoy... Okay, happy and healthy. Let's see. And it looks like people are making friends, making enemies, you know. Well, he likes being out in space. I think he's pretty good at mining, too, yeah. People are getting better at their jobs. There's a second suit locker here. I would like to get another airlock built, and I wonder if the AI will actually, like, use it. That would be interesting. So, sure, let's get another airlock built. We'll make it... And we'll make it 2 by... This one is probably going to be shorter. We'll make it 2 by 3. And we'll tell them specifically to build an airlock door. I'll eventually get used to this interface. Airlock door... I can't do it except... Let's not... You know, the airlock doors are supposed to be closed, but let's just wait on this, like... I get the feeling waiting will be good. Let's... Does anybody have decent security? Okay, Jane Trout, our best builder, is also good on security, so... Actually... This dude's also good. So I'm gonna let him do one more load... Or apparently that doesn't matter, so... I'll order him to be security. And we'll send him to go check out the derelict after he brings in his last load of ore. Another incoming ship. Man, we get a lot of those. Okay, at least there's beds available for some of the crew. Citizens are sleeping in the floor. Yeah. Okay, and I'll place a beacon, which will basically tell our security forces where to go and what to check out. Let's tell him... Yeah, let's put a beacon on that, yeah. Alright, so now we've ordered our security forces, which is, you know, the one dude, to go check that out when he has some free time. After he's done sleeping. I don't want to do less than 2 technicians, because it seems like 2 technicians is keeping us alive. And, I'm pro us living. Another derelict. Really?